Hey, it's Jones Loflin. Welcome to Insights from the Jones Zone, where I give you a way to master your week in 3 minutes or less. See if this sounds familiar. You want to improve your work-life balance or work-life satisfaction. Maybe you want to reduce stress, or maybe you just want to be better as a leader. And so you come up with some monumental things you're going to change, and you stick with it for a day or two, and then you go back to your old routines. Book I'm currently reading called Atomic Habits talks about that's classic failure. We attempt something so hard that we just don't stick with it. Instead, the author talks about the need to focus on 1% improvements. How could you get 1% better each day? Think about that for a moment. If it's work-life balance, maybe 1% improvement is coming home 15 minutes earlier. If it's improving as a leader, maybe it's actually squaring up a little more when you're talking to someone to let them know that you're listening, or asking a question, or just slowing down the conversation a little bit. There's all kinds of reasons why I think this 1% improvement is a great way to get better at something. Here are 3 of those reasons. One is that it gives you a small win. It's easy to do, and it gives you motivation. I was talking with someone this past week who's upset with themselves because they can't do an hour 3 times a week of exercise. And so they're thinking about 30 minutes a day. And I said, hey, why not 15 minutes a day? They go, oh, yeah, that'd almost be too easy. I says, well, let's try it first and let's see how it goes. So it's a small win. Secondly, the reason I think a 1% improvement is important is it gives you space. This is especially important for leaders. When you think about, hey, I've got too much going on, I need to delegate some things, stop thinking about the biggest thing you could delegate and start thinking about the smallest thing you could delegate. What if it just gave you 10 minutes of extra space? How could you use that to plan how to delegate other things or to be more effective as a leader? Finally, it's not just about the small win and giving you space, but I think that 1% improvement is important because it's beginning to mold and shape your identity a little differently. It's that consistency that I think is so important when it comes to changing something for the better. In fact, the author makes this statement, which I think is powerful, so I wanted to read it to you. It says, "The task of breaking a bad habit is like uprooting a powerful oak within us, and the task of building a good habit is like cultivating a delicate flower one day at a time." 1% improvement is that everyday cultivation to get to a better place. This is Jones Loflin. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me today in the Jones Zone.